as we go through life, we get through situations, circumstances whereby we tend to lose hope. We tend to give up. And I know you've been in that place whereby you're feeling like, I feel like giving up. I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe, should I take the rope? No. Or maybe the pills. Oh, but I just go mental. I just go running around in the streets. Yeah, it's a thought that pops in, and you who's listening, maybe there's a time where you're like, everything that could go wrong was going wrong, and now you're like, is there any point to living? Is there any point to maintaining this life? Is there any point at all? So relax. So maybe share with us a bit. Have you ever been to that point in life where you feel like giving up?
Oh, yes.
Could you share with us a story or two?
Well, do you want the particular story or do you want what I learned from it?
No. First of all, let's start with the particular story. We go to the heart matters.
Okay. I may not share all the details.
The wipes and pads are around here, so we can tap.
Because some of this, I may not have somebody may be watching who knows me. I've not shared this before. But when I was 16 years old, I actually attempted. But nothing happened. But it was because of my upbringing. And the fact that nothing happened, it told me that God has a plan for me. So the place or the thought process that got me there was growing up, I felt like I was not wanted. My parents said a lot of things to that effect. And I also believed that God also did not love me. So for me, my process was growing up thinking that even God rejected me. So, I've been there. So I know how those dark thoughts can creep in.
Wow. Hey, almost. Now how do I go on from there?
But all is well.
Days.
All is well. I'm here now, so it's okay.
So, sorry for this, but I'd like to dig deeper. While in that place where you felt like nobody wanted you, nobody loved you, you were being set aside, no contact, even though the contact is there, but you're like, it's almost like non-existent. So at that point, like, what were you thinking? What were you feeling? What was going through your mind? Because it all starts from somewhere. It doesn't just go to get to the point you're like, it's from what I've learned is it's a build up to the point where you can no longer hold it in, it just bursts out. So how did it get to that point where you're like, anyway, these guys don't love me, don't like me, I'm not wanted here, so maybe I should just delete myself? What was the beginning?
For me, I came to understand the process when I was much older because it was happening to me as I was growing up. And the Bible says, raise up a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will never depart from it.
Yes.
So I got caught up with, parents' issues. And I was that kid that wasn't wanted, and I was the last born. So I can't say that I had like a conscious, like what I knew in life was rejection. So that was like my foundation. So when I came to know that God loves me, and I started coming to understand that. Now that's when the back and forth started. I was like, what I knew growing up versus what I'm learning now is in a conflict. Yeah. So, and also the ongoing rejection and abandonment and all that abuse.
So it just piled up to
It
the
just
point
piled
where,
up, and then also a lot of things happen that affect it, like your personality.
Yes.
Because there are people who like keep it inside, and there are people who talk about it. Also, your siblings, they matter, because if there's one sibling who is seeing what is going on and they can talk about it, then they can help.
Yes.
But if there's favoritism, which was my case, and I don't blame anybody, it just happens. Like,
Yes.
I'm sure even when you get kids, there'll be one who'll be a favorite more than another one. So it's not like it's a bad thing.
I'll try not to.
But for me, that is how I interpreted it, because of the early challenges my parents had when I was growing up. That now became my foundation. Yeah, I don't know if I've answered your question.
You have. So, you're in that place where you're feeling, let me use this English word, ostracized. You're set aside, nobody wants you, nobody loves you, and it's a build up to the point where you're like, this doesn't add up anymore, doesn't make sense for me. So if people don't want me here, I just cut myself off. And maybe you who's watching, you've been in a similar place, you've been in a similar situation, and maybe you're like, I relate to that story. Maybe share with us in the comment section, what was that instance, or what was the happenings in your life that set you in that path of feeling like, you know what, maybe I should end things, or it doesn't make sense anymore to be living, or is there any point to it? Maybe share with us and tell us what was going on. Be vulnerable if you may, and share with us and let us know. So, going back to my dear friend and guest tonight, Juliet. So you've mentioned that the Bible says, train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they are older, they will not depart from it. I believe that's in the Proverbs. So do I kind of assume, or maybe what's this word? Do I? The word is escaping me. Okay, do I assume that you are already born again? You already knew Christ. You already knew about God, the Bible, all this.
I was raised a Christian, so nilikuwa naenda Sunday school, and I feel like I knew God before. I felt like, I think I was very young. I think when a child is being potty trained, alikuwa, how old is that? Around that age. I remember asking God, because of an incident that happened, I was asking God, why did you make me to be such a bad person?
Hey, but that's too young to
I know. So I had like a conscience of who God was.
Okay.
So yeah. So I can't say I can't remember till one day I gave my life to Christ. I've always had a knowledge of Him. That I think that's just.
Okay, so let me ask. So how does someone who already knows about God, because it kind of boggles the mind a bit, because the immediate understanding of someone will be that if you know God, then you already know of what He can do for you, and you already know of His love, you already know of His care, of His provision. So no matter what any person does, it is negligible when you compare it to what God is already giving you. So already knowing, already growing up in a Christian household, so to speak, you're already having that conscience of the existence of God. So how do you end up in such a place?
The thing is, when you have a relationship with God, knowing God and having a relationship with Him are two different things, because don't the devils also know about God?
Oh yes,
don't atheists know but doubt that there's a God? Muslims know.
Yes.
So knowing or having a conscience about Him, having a conscience about God existing, also He reveals Himself to you based on your where you are at in life in terms of understanding. So maybe I needed to go through that journey,
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So would you say that being born again and going through that it can be a common scenario for any person, because people have this mentality whereby, once you get to Christ, everything, so yeah, he says it is finished. So everything is finished once you get to Christ. Everything is done, everything is settled. Whatever trauma was there, whatever rejection was there, like in your case, it's supposed to be gone and done with. So you're this new creation, you're this new creature, so to speak, and everything is made new. So whatever anybody says to you, whatever anybody does to you, you can just set it aside. In uongo.
It doesn't, si uongo ni ukweli, lakini pia it doesn't work out like directly, because also your heart, it says is it in Jeremiah 17:9 that says that your heart is very deceitful,
very wicked,
and who can know it? Like that's just that's you come into the world having that kind of heart. So if you had negative experiences growing up, it just makes it even more difficult to renew your mind, especially if you suffered that trauma early in life. So you need it's understandable. Like I wouldn't condemn anybody for feeling that way, because having been there, it's not like I chose it. It's not like, also the brain also, like in psychology we learn that there is something known as chronic depression, and this has a lot to do with your neurotransmitters, the dopamine and all those. I call them mood stabilizers, because that's actually what they do. Because if your emotions are high, your cognitive is low, and if your emotions are, or your, what are they called, neurotransmitters, mood stabilizers, the dopamine and of whatever those things are, if they are stable, then you have that reasonability. That's why you find when people are depressed, they don't want to come out of bed, they don't want to do all of those things. So again, also it's brain chemicals. So it could be genetic, where your brain is not producing enough of that. Or it could be circumstantial, where you've been in a situation for so long, it's now like it's a habit, like it's your lifestyle. Yeah, so it's complicated. I wouldn't say that somebody can, like Jesus is like a solution like that. You have to understand and know God and know yourself, and also know what God is trying to tell you in your situation. It's not a one size fits all.
So from listening to you now and hearing a bit of your backstory, you're someone who, I can tell, truly believes in God, believes in his ways, his word, everything that he says and does, you hold it dearly. But then hearing your backstory, I would, the person that come to mind is like, mtu na Mungu hawapatani anywhere, because all these years growing in a Christian household, and the same people who are supposed to be loving you are the same ones who are ostracizing you, who are chasing you, who are not giving you that affection, that love that you so quote unquote deserve to be receiving from them. So the question is, at what point did you realize that what was being done to me and what God was offering were two different things? First of all, did it cause you to lose faith in God, to feel like me and salvation, we are done, it's over, me, I'm gonna delete myself, and God, kama ni mbaya isonge. And the second question, how did you get back to that place of being the strong woman of faith that you are right now?
Okay, the first question you're asking, if how did I lose my faith, or if at all I lost it?
Yes.
I did lose it at some point, because like I said, I grew up thinking that God rejected me. So in as much as I had that consciousness, like it was like, think of it like a dual mindset. Like one side is pulling me to God, another side is like, because I'm not understanding what is happening to me. So when I came to realize that God is, to believe in God's love, he had to do a work in my heart. He had to.
Wow.
And one of those experiences is when I tried, it didn't work. So I asked myself, how come it didn't work? Then that's when now the Holy Spirit now, that curiosity of now, like, how come it never worked? You know?
So from there is when now you
Yeah.
started now your journey of, so to speak, refaithing.
It kind of like boosted me back to the mindset, like the path of God. Yeah, because sometimes when you're raised as a Christian, you go to Sunday school. Unajua hizi vitu unaenda Sunday school, unaimba Father Abraham. Our time, at our time, me, I'm a millennial, so Sunday school ilikuwa maybe a bit different from this younger generation.
Yes.
So inakuwa monotonous. So yeah.
Okay, now a lot of studies show that many Christians, many people who are in the faith are struggling with either suicide, with either addictions, with giving up. Most of them are going mental. A lot of people in mental institutions, almost 90% of them are Christians. And, being in that place where you're told, always believe in God, always trust in God, believe in God, He's going to do everything. Is it always true? And where should a Christian or a believer get to that place where they're like, this is spiritual, this is physical, I need to deal with this physically, I need to deal with this spiritually?
The thing is, when you are suffering from suicidal thoughts or even attempting, I don't think you realize it's a spiritual thing. It's all the soul. Yeah.
Okay.
So most of the time, I grew up Pentecostal, and I don't think Pentecostals, like, maybe it's just me, but on the church I went to, but I've never seen anybody saying that, okay, you need deliverance, because they believe that once Jesus died once and for all, so there's no those kinds of things. So, and now, obviously knowing better, we know that you can be delivered, you can believe in Jesus, but you still are afflicted by demonic thoughts or demonic influence. So I don't think there's an awareness of this, like, kuna watu wanajua hivyo vyote. Yeah.
That's nice. And to our dear listeners, our dear viewers, you've heard from our dear, let me say guest, Juliet, and her own story of what happened to her, and seeing that she's still holding on to that faith. We are going to go on a small or short commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to go into the depths of the step-by-step process of recovering. So see you in a short while.